to The Lock Shop with Nielson and Hustler.
All right, it is 11:02, and we're on The Lock Shop. Oh, it's I got my computer going now, so it's it was playing the show as well. You guys are gonna hate you're gonna hate this. So this morning, if you were listening, I mean, most of you were probably watching the Nielson show this morning. Did the whole show with my iPad. Had forgotten my charger, couldn't find it. Got through the show, was like, oh man, what a mess. Drive home because I'm certain I left my charger next to the couch in the basement where I sometimes have it plugged in if my computer's going to die when I'm doing prep at night. Get home, tell Elizabeth, she's there with her grandma today. And I said, Muzz, I got my shoes on. Can you go down next to and she's like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone with the basement. She goes, I said, it's okay. It's not scary. Turn on all the lights. And she's like, okay. So she goes down. I heard her click on like 6 lights in the basement. Goes over, brings up another charger. I'm like, Muzz, that's not it. So I just trudged down in the basement. I don't think Tammy's watching. I was in my shoes. It's probably a little messy. Whatever. I go down there. It's not there. My charger's not there. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I lost it. I come back here. You'll never believe it. The charger was actually in my bag. It was just in like a inside the pocket that I usually have it in. And it was here a whole time. Oh, a classic mix-up. But it was nice to see LT and Trev get through the show with all the music. It's like I wasn't there, but we still did it. It was a good time.
Well, you were part of a summer show. That's how we talk it out. You play this, I'll play that. It's fun.
I can't believe that my charger's in my bag.
Scalding
the whole
hot
time,
takes
though.
tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to get absolutely torched by the boys tomorrow. Yeah. In fact, I might torch myself as well. But anyway, we are here. Computer's fired up, so we are good to go for the Lock Shop oil stream coming up a little bit later on. That'll lead into EST afternoons. I'm not sure where Hernan Salas' vibe is at right now. He said today he hates his life. That's how he usually is after Oilers losses. But Gager will cheer him up. So we'll have EST afternoons from 1 until 3 today. And then, of course, the Smash Hit Reed Wilkins show from 3 until 6 a little bit later on this afternoon. Baptized Big Uke says, who is this guy? And where is the real Lock Shop host? I just tried to play a funny game with a Wannick. He walked by my office and had my door closed because I was trying to do some stuff. And I yelled at him through the glass. I said, Matty, you have to do Lock Shop. I'm stuck in my office. I can't get out. But then he opened up my door and I was like, okay, I'll do the Lock Shop today. 780-218-9999. That is where you can text us today. And if you're watching on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. We'll take a look at the NHL slate. I don't know if Matty's plan is to still bump the Lock Shop for that World Cup draw on Friday. I believe it is. So we'll probably get into all of our NFL picks tomorrow. But we'll take a look at some of these NFL lines today, probably as well. Just dabble in it a little bit. I also have to say, I've got one special already up. I'm going to get this in before Huss. I was going to say I'm fading the Jets tonight. I was going to try to sneak it in before Huss joined us, but I guess I can't now. With that being said, I mean, the Habs haven't been playing well lately either. They can't keep the puck out of their own net. Maybe it's a get-right game for the Jets, but I got the Habs and the Ducks on a moneyline parlay. It's waiting for you on the EST specials page. That was our early bird bet of the day. Habs moneyline, Ducks moneyline. It's on the EST specials page over at playalberta.ca. If you have not used our code yet in the month of December, EST Sports has been reloaded. Deposit $50 and get a $50 free bet. The other thing that I'm really still angry about is that we didn't see the most obvious shutout of all time coming last night and bet it. I mean, we should have been on a Wallstead shutout. He's now got 4 in his last 6. He's the guy, of course. The Oilers handed this guy to the Minnesota Wild. Of course he was going to shut them out. I think I saw Surveyor Brett slide in. I don't know if it was on Twitter. Maybe he said he sprinkled it at plus 820 for the Oilers to not score any goals last night. So if you did do that, congratulations. I feel, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the guys did say to bet it yesterday. But I mean, I should have been all over that yesterday morning and I wasn't. So that's my bad. All right, let's bring in Huss from Winnipeg Sports Talk. Huss, good morning. What's going on, buddy? Well, I guess lunchtime where you are. Happy noon hour in Winnipeg. What's up?
Yeah, I just had a chicken salad on a bagel.
From 7-Eleven?
Usually, believe it or not, I actually went to Safeway the other day.
What?
I did.
What happened to you, man? You used to get your groceries at 7 Shoppers, didn't you?
Yeah, you know what? I just happened to. Well, the funny thing was I was going to go to Shoppers.
Yeah.
And I just realized that now that it's really cold, I completely depleted my frozen pizza stock. And I've been lucky enough. I've been to Shoppers a few times and they had the personal ones, good deals. So I would grab a bunch. So I'm like, I'll grab a couple. And then I went, I really should one of these days on the off time that I rolled in there, I should just, when I put the stuff out there, should take a picture and send it to you because I mean, like the fact that I actually went to the deli and got a little thing of chicken salad and a thing of bagels is like a huge step forward.
Yeah.
Huge step forward. Couple things of, some ham or whatever, but it's mainly more a pillaging of the frozen. So
when you say depleted your frozen pizza stock, how many frozen pizzas are usually in the freezer at Casa de Hus?
I mean, when I go originally, I might get a half dozen or something like that.
That makes sense.
Which often usually lasts a long time because 9 times out of 10, I'd rather order a pizza than make one.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, everything's closed. The only thing you can get is like jumbo pizza at 3:15 a.m. No, okay, that's the time. The frozen pizza stock's basically in case of emergency break glass.
Yeah.
But that had been out for a while. So we've got that. And then I just ran around like the most random stupid things. Like they had the frozen shrimps were like get two, buy two, get one. So I've like got an assortment of different a coconut shrimp, a cocktail shrimp. Again, just put it in the oven. You're done. Some sausage rolls. I did get once a year. I do like to dabble in an Eggo waffle every now and then.
Oh,
so
we're a huge Eggo waffle house, buddy. Huge Eggo waffle house.
And then what else did I get? Just a couple of super random things. They've got a mini egg Chips Ahoy.
Oh, okay. I got time to try this.
Yes, exactly. You know what?
Are we talking soft and chewy?
I think the
regular Chips Ahoy. Okay, wow.
I never really got into the soft and chewy.
Oh, I'm a huge soft and chewy guy, man. My favorite cookie.
I'm not saying no to them, but as far as in the grand scheme of Chips Ahoy, my favorite ones were the rainbow Chips Ahoy.
Oh, those were pretty popular for a while, weren't they?
6 or 7-year-olds, but they're delightful. So when I saw this, basically the mini egg in a Chips Ahoy, I'll report back because I haven't had any of them yet. And then the usual staples, chips, Diet Pepsi. I wanted to get a good, if I'm going there, let's get a few racks here and it'll be good for, I won't have to rip out for a big gulp right before the show.
God, you're the one guy that goes to a grocery store and I'm even like, man, you got to mix in something healthy. And that's coming from me. I'm always like, God, you know how there's this place at a grocery store called the produce section where you could at least go get a bag of apples or something.
Here's the thing. I've attempted to do that on a number of occasions.
And you waste them, right? You don't eat them.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know what you're saying, man. I've been there.
And I'm like, I'm just throwing stuff out. So I'm like, what? Who am I kidding at this point? So let's just get what you need and move on. Speaking of moving on to tonight, I did hear you say you're fading the Jets. I can't blame you. I can't blame anyone right now with what's happening. I mean, frankly, both of our teams. Well, there's probably been some people making some money on the other end of games. And I mean, last night, obviously we'll get into the Jets game when we get to all these games tonight. But what was the vibe on the show this morning? Because I have to admit, I thought it was. A good game. What you're seeing right now is what a lot of people have been seeing for the last month and a half. The Minnesota Wild basically are, they're playing like the Jets did last year. They're suffocating defensively and they've got world-class goaltending and it's really damn hard to score a goal.
Yeah. A couple of things from last night's game. It was, there's disappointment, but it wasn't anger because they played relatively well.
Yeah.
Now they had lots of shots. They didn't have, a crazy amount. I didn't describe last night for the others as getting goalied, right? It's not like they had 20 grade A chances and they couldn't beat Wallstead. They had a few grade A chances. They had more than a handful of grade A chances. But Wallstead was steady. And the thing I was talking about it, I don't know if it was Trevor Hernan between shows today, but he makes things look easy, right? He moves around the crease very efficiently. He makes things that shouldn't look so easy pretty damn easy, and you can see, why he had a lot of potential when he was coming out of Swedish junior, essentially. But the Oilers also didn't allow anything at the other end, right? The one goal that went in was right off of a faceoff, shot from the point, slight high screen, but Skinner still should have had it. Outside of that, he stopped everything that he saw last night as well, and they didn't give up much. So that's 2 games in a row after shutting out Seattle on Saturday, and then this game in which it was kind of a low-event game, and they played pretty well defensively. That's 2 games in a row where they've actually played okay, Huss. So, it's something to build on, but at the same time, you've only won 11 of your first 27 games, which is one more win than the Vancouver Canucks have in their first 27 games. And the Canucks look like a god-awful train wreck right now. So, you want to turn these into dubs. They got 4 more games on this homestand. They get Seattle again right away as well. So I think that'll be big. The one thing and this is what I want to ask you, because you would see these teams more than we would being in the division. When I watched Minnesota last night, and you kind of laid it out, some Jets vibes over the last few years, and the Jets have been really good. Is Minnesota a team that you think can hang with Dallas and Colorado come playoff time?
No.
Okay. Because in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is good, but I don't think they have the next gear to get past especially Colorado, but maybe even Dallas.
I mean, listen, in all likelihood, I mean, I don't mind putting an X and a Y beside the Avalanche's name right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can just give them their playoff spot, clinch the division, the 1 seed in the West. That's the Avalanche. So if you're second and third in this division, you got to be ready to play. Listen, I think the Dallas Stars are going to be the second place team in the division. So whoever's third, get ready to go to Dallas in round 1. I mean, to me, there's levels to this, and I think the Avalanche right now, or at least the way they played, a lot can change. Guys can get hurt, whatever. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. But as of right now, they're the top 3 teams around. And Dallas, because of what happened last year, they're going head-to-head with Colorado is a little bit different. But for Minnesota, they're moving up a weight class. I mean, going up against a team like Dallas, who's 17-5-5. But if Minnesota played Dallas right now in a best of 7, I bet it would be 6 or 7 games. But I'm pretty sure the Dallas Stars would be winning that series. Like, the thing with Dallas is they just have a little bit more high-end scoring talent. I mean, like the drop-off after Kaprizov and Boldy in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's pretty significant.
I mean, Zuccarello's back, and he's making things happen. He makes a big difference to them. And, they have some talented young guys on the blue line. That Boyum. Was it Boyum that scored the goal last night?
No, it was Brodin.
Oh, Joe Brodin. So, I mean, listen, they're good. They've got some solid young players. They've got guys tied up. Like, I think they're progressing in the right direction. But unfortunately for them, and pretty much everyone else in the Central Division that's not the Dallas Stars or the Colorado Avalanche, you're basically hoping to get into the playoffs, and you're probably done in round 1, barring a massive, massive upset. And it was such an anomaly last year that the Jets were able to hang on and win the Central Division, which of course forced Colorado and Dallas to play each other in the first round. And that was how the Avs were out. And I think that made them chew on it all summer long. Like, you look at the difference. I mean, let's just compare the Oilers, who I know haven't looked at so far this season, but have been the best team in the West the last 2 playoffs and made it to the Stanley Cup final. Compare the first 25 games of the Oilers season to a team that went all the way, short summer, hangover from getting to the final, as opposed to a great team like Colorado, which was making tea times before the end of April and stewing on that all year long.
Yeah.
We've got 1 regulation loss this season.
It's crazy.
It was a 3-2 loss to Boston earlier in the year.
Yeah, and they win most of their games by 2 goals or more. Like, they almost have twice as many goals for as goals against. Most goals in the league, fewest goals against in the league. We were comparing the 2 today because, like, it's as good as I was trying. we were asked a Raptors question today on the Nielsen show, and I said, well, nobody's a legitimate contender outside of OKC because they're just such a wagon. They're 21-1.
Yeah.
And I said, imagine in the National Hockey League, the Colorado Avalanche, as good as they have been so far, they're also the defending Stanley Cup champions. They've done what they've done without Cale Makar, who's their second best player in comparison to OKC, and then also have 4 first-round picks. Like, have the most trade. It's insane. Like, Colorado's been incredible, but this OKC thing in the NBA is just on an entirely different level. Like, it's nuts to me. The comparisons are crazy because Colorado's, it's unreal. They're on pace. I think Colorado's on pace to set the all-time points record right now.
Yeah, they are.
Right, so it's good. I just wanted to use it as the comparison for OKC because that thing is a beast that we've never seen before, which is crazy.
You know what I would love to get a line on, and maybe because I don't bet NBA quite often. We'll do it when the NHL's down. I'm sure during the Olympics we'll start paying quite a bit of attention. And I do watch
playoffs.
The Raptors and sort of play in on that. But what do you think the line would be or should be, or if we can get it up? Will the OKC Thunder break the all-time record for wins in a season this year?
Well, that's an interesting one.
I believe it's 74.
70 is it? I think it was 73. That was the Golden State Warriors team that blew the 3-1 lead.
Okay, so they would have to get to 74.
They would have to get to 74.
74 wins.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 73. It is 73. Yeah.
From the looks of it. And what did you say? They're 21-1?
They're 21-1. Like, I was thinking last night, I was driving home from wherever I was, and as I was walking to the house, I was thinking, I wonder if we can get a line on it. Will OKC lose back-to-back games at any point this year? Right? I wonder what the number would be like on that, because you're not even expecting them to lose 10 games the whole bloody season. Would they lose back-to-back games?
Let's see. Are they playing tonight? No.
Somebody says they saw it on another site. I'm not sure which one, at plus 525 for the over 73.5 wins. Now, would that be now, or would that have been at the beginning of the year? I'm just curious. Because their win total at the beginning of the year would have been probably like mid-60s, probably not 73.5. So that would be now.
Probably high 70s. I mean, they're betting them to win the NBA title is like taking a short dog in a hockey game right now. Like, what do you
actually, wait a sec, buddy. To win the Thunder to win it all right now is plus 160.
That's.
I thought it would be a minus number.
Yeah.
Huh. You might want to sprinkle that. I don't think it's going to get any longer. I don't. Mind you, if they lose a couple, will they change? That number should be a little bit lower, I think. I mean, they're an absolute wagon. Anyway, I got distracted there. Back to the National Hockey League. Back to the Jets here, Huss. I mentioned earlier I was going to fade them tonight. Well, I saw some of the reaction. It's just been so weird. Like, things have been going so well in Winnipeg for so long. It's kind of catches me off guard when I see you like, well, that was BS or this. So how bad is it there right now? And is the only thing that gets them back on track the return of Connor Hellebuck?
Well, I don't know. Tonight we see the power of the players only meeting.
I didn't even know they went players only.
Right after the game in Buffalo.
Wow.
Adam Lowry shut the door, and poor Mike McIntyre on a deadline, waiting for the guys to come out, had to wait an extra 10 minutes. They were in there for about 20 minutes after the game, and then Kyle Connor and Dylan DeMello came out and spoke. Couple changes tonight though, in the lineup, which I think are nice. They're
Pionk, right?
Pionk is back, and Elias Salmonson's back in the lineup. He's their top prospect. Came up, played 2 games. There was a couple, moments that you would have loved to have had back, but a lot of exciting stuff that people wanted to see more. And then they went back to Luke Shen for the Nashville game. They won that game, so they rolled the same lineup out, and it was ugly for both he and Colin Miller on the right side. So tonight, Sal Monson's going to play with Logan Stanley on the third pairing. Pionk is back with Dylan Sandberg, who I know we said so much last year that, Neil Pionk's numbers are so much better with Dylan Samberg, and kind of a lot of people wanted to give all the credit to Samberg, and Samberg was awesome. We saw how different that pair looked without Neil Pionk for the past week. So that will be nice. And then obviously Morrissey and DeMello. But up front, Gustav Nyquist started off in the second line. It was supposed to be Taves, Perfetti, and Nyquist. Well, he hasn't scored yet this year. And at this point, I think they just said, you know what, buddy, take a timeout. So he's up in the press box. Cole Koepke's coming back. And they're coming as close to the original lines. Now, tons of people are wanting them to blow it up. Sorry, guys. I know you all love to play each other, and your line's been awesome, but we need more elsewhere in the lineup. So Scheifele, Connor, Velarde, we're splitting you guys up. And there's certainly an argument to be made for that. But I'll give Murat Atesh, or The Athletic, who was on with us, a lot of credit yesterday. He called this. He said, listen, after the players-only meeting, they'll make some tweaks to the lineup, but they're going to give, I think the lines themselves will stay pretty much close to the same, and they'll give them a chance to go out and earn it, or, win a game and stay together. If they don't win tonight, I think you can count on a Paul Maurice nuclear-sized blender going up. And
if they need any tips, they can call Knobloch.
Yeah. Oh, he's been oh,
yeah.
It's the exact opposite. Like, they just don't change. And I think the big part of it is you have one line that's been so good and dominant and scoring a ton. And I mean, you don't want to not have that weapon. But at the same point, if you're getting nothing from the entire rest of the lineup, you got to figure something else out. So, and one other note too, for those of you that do props and whatnot, paying attention to power play, Cole Perfetti is getting moved from the first power play unit to the second power play unit. And they're bringing Alex Iafallo back up to PP1. And Iafallo, obviously, Cole Perfetti got, better vision and hockey sense and all that stuff. They need a dog up there just to get the puck, win some battles. And unfortunately, that's not Cole's forte.
Yeah.
It is Iafallo's forte. And, he's done a pretty good job. More often than not, Velarde's the guy close to the net. But Iafallo can get in there too. So it might take a little bit of the, if you're playing a Perfetti prop, put it this way, the numbers should be higher with him off the number one power play. But they hadn't been doing much, and he'd been in the wrong place on a couple shorthanded goals against last week that really cost them. So I think some of this was coming. I mean, the way they play tonight is going to determine whether it gets blown up before the game on Friday against Buffalo and then Saturday against Edmonton, or whether these guys have earned themselves another game to see if they can get it together.
Nielson and Huss with you. We got 5 games on tap in the National Hockey League tonight. If you have any trends, any leans, any plays that you want to chime in on, feel free to hit us up over on YouTube. Hammer the thumbs up if you're watching there. And hey, if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, you can text us at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Here's what we got for starting goalies tonight. And we already kind of dove into this Jets-Habs game. Dobish will start for the Canadiens. The Devils are at home tonight against the Dallas Stars. Markstrom versus Ottinger, both confirmed in that one. Samuel Ersson will go for the Philadelphia Flyers. They're taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Colton Ellis listed as unconfirmed at this point. Capitals in San Jose to face the Sharks. Both goaltenders yet to be confirmed. Right now they've got Charlie Lindgren and Askarov listed. And then the Ducks at home tonight against the Mammoth. Unconfirmed at this point, Ville Husso and Vejmelka for the Mammoth. Haas, as far as this 5-gamer goes tonight, Devils are minus 118 home favorites. Sabres are minus 118 or minus 128 favorites on the road in Philly. The Jets are actually favored in Montreal tonight at minus 119. The Mammoth and the Ducks, basically a pick-up. It's minus 106, minus 110, so slightly in favor of the Ducks there. And then the Capitals on the road, minus 154 against the young San Jose Sharks. What's your favorite play of the night? What are you looking at? Well, classic mute situation, Huss.
Sorry. Are you surprised the Jets are favored in this game?
Yeah, and you know what? I thought.
I mean, I know Montreal played last night, but
yeah. Well, I put this when I put it on that parlay this morning. I thought at the time the Habs were a slight favorite. So I guess as of this moment at 11:27, I'm a little surprised that Montreal is a dog because I thought this morning when I put them on that ticket, I thought I said, yeah, I'll take some slight favorites in both the Habs and the Ducks. Maybe I just looked at it, but yeah, I mean the Habs have lost a couple in a row. They're playing back to back. They haven't been playing very well at all either. I mean, as poorly as the Jets have been playing as of late. Let's just take a quick look at the Habs as well because I mean, they are at home. It is a back to back. But for them to be an underdog against the Jets team that has struggled lately, Montreal in their last 10, well, in their last 10, they're 3-7. They lost 5 in a row. They won 3 in a row. They beat Toronto. They beat Utah. They beat Vegas. Then they got pumped by Colorado to wrap up a 3-game road trip, 7-2. And then they lost to Ottawa last night, 5-2. We had Matt Kramal on our show today. He did not have many nice things to say about Montembeault in last night's game. Dobish started the season hot, but he's come back down to earth here as well. I guess the back-to-back is the reason, Huss? That's got to be.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be cooking it in. And I mean, I would say maybe they've cooked it in a little too much. But I don't doubt the fact that the Jets can. I mean, listen, maybe I'm just being positive Patty here, but I could see the Jets come out with a spirited performance. Well, I mean, to be honest,
if they don't, that's a little concerning.
Big time, big time. And it doesn't guarantee you anything. Like they need to play so much faster. Like if they don't, they'll get embarrassed by the Canadiens. Like if it's anything like we saw on Monday night against the Buffalo Sabres, we're talking about, I mean, a 5-alarm fire when the team comes back for this game on Friday before heading to Edmonton quickly for that Saturday night one-off. I mean, I do expect the Jets to be much better. If you were betting them, I mean, a hard team to trust right now. I will say that. So, I mean, that probably should be a pick 'em if anything. Like, I don't know how, unless you believe so much in back-to-backs. That will do that. And I guess that's probably a reason why the Dallas Stars are an underdog to Jersey. Now, Jersey's been the best home team in the league. They are right now 9-2-1. However,
they're 9-2-1 at home, yeah.
They've lost they were 9-0-1. So they've lost their last 2 in regulation.
You see Dallas's road record? 9-1-4 on the road. Dallas so far this year.
Well, they started off 1-0 here in the Peg in the home opener for the Jets. I do remember that. Yeah, I mean, they've been unbelievable on the road. They blew that game last night to the Rangers. Before that, had won 4 in a row. I mean, oh, wow. Tyler Seguin out for the season.
Yeah, he's out for the season. ACL. Gulletson said it looks like it'll be the whole season.
I just caught that. Wow, that's some big news for Dallas. That's a bit of a blow to them. He's a guy that can still play. So this Dallas Devils game is interesting tonight. I mean, listen, the Devils still don't have Jack Hughes, and that makes them, more of a dog when playing good teams like Dallas. Is Duck Dad here? What are the stats for teams playing on back-to-back nights that went to overtime the night before?
Oh, there's a trend we need to have.
Yeah.
Yes. Duck Dad, can you get that for us? Or Rod Z or whoever.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Rod Z, I should say.
Yeah, Rod Z's trend guy, right? I don't know if I've seen Rod Z in there yet today. No, somebody might be able to track that thing down.
Duck Dad, by the way, just quickly to Duck Dad. BTTS and over 2.5 game total. Arsenal versus Brentford and Liverpool versus Sunderland plus 505. If you want a bit more juice, add in Arsenal to win. These are the sort of
that's DGen Den stuff right there, buddy. That's on our Discord for sure.
That's what happens in the what happens in the lock shop. So listen, I can make an argument for the Devils, although I still think that Dallas is so good and so damn consistent that.
Well, so Dallas is also still missing. So Sagan's out now. Sagan joins Matt Duchene, who's out, and Thomas Harley, who's also out. So 3 pretty decent pieces out for the Dallas Stars. But I mean, they're still rolling Rupe Hintz, Jason Robertson, Wyatt Johnson, and Rantanen on their first unit power play. Like, there's still a ton of skill in that lineup.
This homestand has started off with their first 2 home losses of the season. They lost 5-3 to the Philly. They lost 5-3.
Yeah, they were 9-0-1 before that, right? We were talking about that earlier in the week. Yeah,
exactly. So, I mean, these are the first 2 losses. Now, is this sort of the slump that's hitting right now while they wait for Jack Hughes to get back? I'm not sure. Sometimes in situations like this, I'll just lean on the better team. But, man, that's a lot of hockey. That's big guys that have missed out last night. Maybe this is sort of a little blip. To be honest, I don't have a real strong feeling of either of those games. Buffalo, Philly, however, I got to say, now, I guess there's an element of this that the Jets made them look really good. But we did see a Buffalo team that had a lot of juice with Josh Norris back in the lineup. Jets made it easy for them, yes, but they were feeling it. And it is strange. Now, Philly didn't play last night. Explain what's the line that you have for that one? Like, I'm seeing Buffalo is like a -125 favorite.
-128. Buffalo, -128 favorite on the road.
And this is against Philadelphia, who lost their last game to Pittsburgh.
That was one we were on because we thought we liked Vladar in that game.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
And before that, road wins in Jersey, at Long Island, at the Panthers, lost 3-0 to the Lightning and beat the Blues. I mean, they'd won 5 of 6 before that.
Yeah.
Like, is this just a read? Like, my read is they just still don't really believe that Philadelphia is that good. But again, a home dog to Buffalo?
Yeah, this is a weird night. This is a weird night because you're right. I would think the Flyers would be a slight favorite. Like, I'm talking, I don't know, like -114-ish, -110-ish, not +110 dogs.
They're 6 games above 500.
Is there? Let me just see what's their health situation like? Are they?
Yeah, they had some big.
I'm just seeing if somebody might know if you're listening right now. No, it's still just Forrester and Ristolainen who are out. Now they are going to start Samuel Ersson tonight. I don't know if he's been an issue for them. I know Vladar had a much better win-loss record than Ersson. He's 4-2-2 on the year with an .859 save percentage and a .309 goals against average. So maybe that's why it's that number, Huss, because they know Ersson's starting and he's just been significantly worse than Vladar so far this year.
I kind of like Buffalo, and I don't mind. Like, I'm hoping they get it going and do well. So I find myself sometimes leaning towards the Sabres in these tight games. I would have a time for that, though. I mean, as they said, they did look really good in getting, a quote-unquote number 1 center, whether you believe Josh Norris is that or not, back. Pretty big boost for that team. This Utah-Anaheim game is interesting, Dusty. Like, do you have a pick 'em in that?
Well, yeah, it's -106 for the Mammoth, -110 for the Ducks. Utah's lost 4 in a row, haven't they?
They've been struggling big time.
Like, Utah, a couple of things here on Utah. Like, you're right. I mean, we were looking at that Ducks line earlier in the week too, and we're like, this doesn't make sense. Utah has lost 4 in a row, 6-3 to San Jose, 1-0 to St. Louis, 4-3 to Dallas, 4-3 to Montreal. They've only won 2 of their last 10 games. They are on the road in this game against the Anaheim team that's coming off a 4-1 win against St. Louis. On the road this year, Utah's 5-9-2. The Ducks are 9-3 at home. I'm not too sure why this line doesn't favor the Ducks a little bit more, buddy.
Now, it looks like if you go to Daily Faceoff,
okay,
and there are those, pull up Daily Faceoff and go to Utah right now. You'll see Cooley and Butt on that second line have that icon. Does that mean they're returning to the lineup tonight?
I'm not sure what that little icon means. Cooley played in San Jose on Monday.
Okay, so they just haven't had that. And then that Daniil put is one of their it was one of those two weird first round picks they had like 3 years ago. They went with those two Russian guys. I like the Ducks at home.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. They've been better than Utah all year long. Utah hasn't been playing particularly well.
I think of everything that we discussed already on this NHL slate here, man, and where some of these lines are at tonight, I think the Ducks at home is the best value so far that we've seen on the board at -110.
They're in.
Okay. Anaheim makes the cut.
Do we want to roll with Buffalo?
Well, I mean, Buffalo spanked the Sabres, or Buffalo spanked the Jets. Buffalo spanked the Oilers. So we've both seen this firsthand that Buffalo can put together some games.
Okay, what did Buffalo do the game after they had the 5-1 win against Edmonton?
Well, let's that's a good one. Let's see.
Let's do some detective work here.
Let's dive into this a little bit further.
Ooh, they lost 6-2 to Calgary. They followed that up with a dud. They'd won 2 in a row. And
they've won 2 in a row again right now.
Every single time they've won 2 in a row, they lost the next game. 4-2 to the Habs, 4-3 to the Leafs, 6-2 at home to Calgary, 4-2. Like their biggest wins, they followed up with losses.
Plus Philly money on Philly.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go Philly. Let's continue that trend there with let's go Philly on the plus number. Okay, the one game we haven't talked about, Washington, San Jose. Is there anything in that game that you like more than Dallas, New Jersey?
Well, I just don't really have a lean very much in that Dallas Jersey game. Like it's tough to, with the back-to-back playing last night, there's sort of like the excuses are built in for Dallas in this game. And I think New Jersey should be ready to go, considering that they have started this homestand with 2 straight losses at home. I mean, to me, Washington, is one of the better teams in the league, and they've been playing really well.
Oh, man, I didn't realize they were playing this well. Washington has won 8 of their last 9. They're rolling. They beat LA 3-1, beat the Islanders 4-1, beat the Leafs 4-2, beat Winnipeg 4-3, beat Columbus 5-3, lost to Tampa, beat Montreal 8-4, beat Edmonton 7-4, and beat the Kings 2-1. So they've been rolling. I mean, San Jose's in a playoff spot right now. They're coming off that win over Utah, but it kind of been alternating wins and losses.
Is this a spot where they might be able? I mean, the Caps went in and beat the Kings last night. You got to travel after the game.
Not a ton of travel.
No, but it's not. I mean, you're not going from Anaheim to LA. I mean, like you're still going all the way up the coast, getting there for it. I weirdly am kind of thinking that San Jose might be some good value tonight.
Hey, look, man, dogs win more often than we bet them to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a ballsy play, but I mean, as far as spot plays go, it's not the worst idea in the world. I could get behind this a little bit.
The Sharks have won 1, 2, 3, 4. They've won 5 of their last 6 at home.
9, 4, and 3 at home on the year. They're not very good on the road at all, but you know what the Sharks are also, and this would be like a puck line spread, but they're 20-7 against the spread so far this year as well. San Jose. So this is an interesting battle. This is the team's red hot. Could be a possible sort of schedule loss for them, right? This is a tough spot against a San Jose team that really doesn't know any better. And their young guns were looking great last game. So, I mean, lots of times we take 3 favorites and throw them on a card and it doesn't cash. I'm fine with taking San Jose at home here tonight against Washington.
Yeah, we've got a couple dogs and basically a pick 'em. But the home teams in these 3 games, Philly, Anaheim, San Jose, +8, like it's about 8-1 before any sort of a boost.
Yeah, I got +827 before a boost. So this is going to be over 850. Let's do it. It's a Wednesday, midway through the week. Only 5 games. Let's put this in. I'm going to send that over to the guys. Huss, I've been wanting to come back around to this since you mentioned it. You said sometimes you'll dabble in Eggos. The Nielsen family's a huge Eggo family on weekends when we don't have hockey or basketball early. We like to, everybody has Eggos. We have some scrambled eggs and watch a show and have breakfast. So we're a huge Eggo family. How often are you dabbling in the Eggo?
I mean, I'll probably get a box a year. I mean, realistically, I'm probably at Safeway 3 times a year, and 2 of those times I wouldn't think of getting Eggos. So, like, if I see them, I'll sometimes grab them. But again, I mean, we're talking about 2 different solar systems as far as like what you're doing as far as, grocery runs, times in the store, and then actual cooking.
We're a big order our groceries now online family. Things are busy with Tam back to work and stuff and me doing this and then being gone for CFL. We'll do the old order the groceries. They show up on the doorstep.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Now, how does your wife or you, for that matter, feel like about, like, do you do that with like produce and stuff like that too?
I haven't seen a lot of produce roll in there. I'd rather be at the store picking my own produce. That's
sort of what I hear about people. They're the thing that maybe keeps them from doing more. Yeah. I mean, the full delivery. Is it free delivery too?
I don't know. She does it all. I've never ordered myself. I think we get them from Superstore and it is free delivery. I think it is, but I'm not sure. It's a good question.
Another way that stupid pandemic changed things. People don't even go to the grocery store.
I loved going to the grocery store during the pandemic. It was like the only way to get out and go do something. Go to the grocery store. I loved it. So for me with Eggos, like I'm a guy, like my wife, she's killed a lot of my eating habits since I was single, Dusty. But the one thing that I've pushed hard through and haven't changed, when I have an Eggo, every single square has syrup in it. Like I cover the entire thing in syrup. And the kids are always like, Daddy, can I do that? I'm like, no, this is not good. Like you shouldn't do this. But this is how Daddy's had his Eggos for 20 years. So Daddy's going to continue to have his Eggos this way. It's delicious. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. The other thing, when you talk about the frozen aisle, the one thing that I have kind of sacrificed since becoming a married man now 15 years ago, the pizza pop. We do not have pizza pops in our house, like very, 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 very rarely. And I grew up on the pizza pops and the same companies, like little frozen pizzas, the little ones, the little, like the half, like there's a full pizza, but a little guy. You get 2 of them, pop them in the microwave or the oven. And I must have had a million of those in high school and after high school.
You know what? Those are sleepers. Like those are really good. Like for someone that, you go and get the Dr. Oetker or whatever they're called, like the kind of the individual pizzas. They're probably like 11-inch or something like that, 10-inch, 11-inch.
Yeah.
I'll put 2 of those little 5 or 6 inchers up against them forever. And to be honest, they're just as good as all these fancy boxed ones. Like the one thing I can definitely be an expert in is frozen pizza. I mean, I can do every brand, all of those things. Hey, I may have told you this, and I was looking for it yesterday when I was in the frozen pizza aisle. Have I told you about the frozen Donair pizza?
No, I have not heard this. It's the first I've ever heard of it.
I got it. You know what? I've got pictures somewhere and I'll send it to you. There is a pizza and it is a donair pizza. And again, I was surprised that I was seeing it in Winnipeg because we're not a donair community. Like there's now been, I mean, like when I lived in Edmonton, I was blown away. Like there's a donair shop on every street.
A stone's throw, buddy. We're a stone's throw away from a donair shop.
And like here in Winnipeg, like what that is the Greek burger joints. So like a Junior's, Mr. Mike's, all these, I don't know. I think a ton of Greeks came over. They worked in one or two restaurants and then they went and opened their own. So they all do that style of burger, which is, a cheeseburger, chili sauce, onions, pickles, mustard. And then the fat boy is that with mayo, lettuce, shredded lettuce, tomato, and mayo. But they're everywhere. But anyways, I digress. The donairs. So I kind of got into donairs a little bit in Edmonton. And I have friends out in the East Coast that talk about donairs. I mean, I guess they're everywhere in Halifax, the Halifax donair. And I think a lot of that started with Maritimers coming out to Alberta to work in oil, and they're like, what? There's no donairs. He started it. They're popular. Anyways, it's a thin crust pizza with donair sauce as the pizza sauce, and cheese, a couple of the onions, some red thing, maybe a pepper or something.
Yeah, like probably a pepper.
And I literally got it. I'm like, oh my God, and I have to do this just to try it. Phenomenal. And so different than a normal one. So I think it's called Mr. Donair. If I'm, let me just
like in the store on the frozen aisle, Mr. Donair.
Mr. Donair pizza. No. Oh, Mr. Donair.
Yeah, Mr. Donair frozen pizzas.
There it is. The Donair pizza. Now available nationwide. Mr. Donair also has other products. The Donair stick. Is that like a...
Dude, I'm a huge Donair guy. I'm not sure what the Mr. Pizza or Mr. Donair stick would be.
You can get original Donair meat. Take home an authentic maritime experiences today. Contact us. What's the 90? Oh yeah. Oh, listen. This is the good stuff from the Maritimes. Antigonish Landing. That's where their HQ is for Mr. Donair.
So it's legit.
So maybe it doesn't come out that far west just with shipping and stuff like that because you guys already have Donairs, but it does come to Manitoba. So yes, for you WSTers that are in the lock shop today, if you would like the taste of the Maritimes in Edmonton on a pizza, the Mr. Donair pizza, it blew me away. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be sort of like a joke purchase, and yet it was not.
Huss, what's coming up on WST, buddy?
Well, I mean, a lot of talk about this game. Our pal Mo Khan's going to come on and give us a little bit of an update on what's happening with the Habs, and always good to catch up with Mo. Kevin Sawyer will join us to get ready for this game tonight, and he's been amazing. We'll get his thoughts on just, what has been happening, what needs to change, and will it. And then, of course, the Hammer, Jeff Hamilton, coming on.
He didn't win that last poker tournament, did he?
He did not.
Oh, thank God.
He did not, which would have been crazy. But, we're actually... heads up, I'll text Iwanic. My availability at the end of January is going to be there's going to be a week where I won't be on the lock shop.
Where are you going, buddy?
Back to Costa Rica.
Oh, you're going to play some cards again.
Costa Rica. And I'm working this out, but I think we're going to be able to have another winner join us. And I'm bringing the champ, the Hammer.
Yeah.
We figured we'd put our best foot forward.
Makes sense.
To get it taken down. But we're going to do 3 tourneys. We're going to do one next Wednesday. We're going to do one on Monday, December 22nd. We're going to do the last chance qualifier on January 7th. And then the final will be on January 12th. And whoever wins that we'll come to Costa, get in the poker tourney, have a good time, and that'll be it. So anyways, ESTers is all welcome if you want. We had a bunch of you guys in it last year. And I wonder who was the guy that Brandon, I think, that won. A big time ESTer that moved out to somewhere in BC.
Okay.
Can't remember, but he was a funny dude. Anyways, the trip was awesome. So pay attention to my socials. We'll kind of roll this out over the next couple days. But the next Wednesday, December 22, January 7, each one of those, I'll confirm the numbers, but probably the top 3 will qualify. And then the tournament to go is going to be on Monday, January 12th. So everyone invited if they want to join us.
I remember playing in that last year. There was like 11 of us, and I went out right away. I remember I was like, okay, I'm going to play. I'm going to try to win this thing.
Yeah.
And I went out immediately. That was tough.
Yeah, you have you go hard. And that's the one thing about these poker tourneys is you have to be patient. I mean, one bad move just can nuke the entire thing. And it's like, man, at the big tournament, when you've got all these tables going on. And I mean, listen, for guys like us that, have the ADHD to begin with on our phones all the time and everything and that, and then you add in the fact that it's not even online. I mean, it's an actually dealt dealers and all of that. You really need to change your headspace as to when you're going to push and when you're going to just fold and live to play another day. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll let you know on that. But yeah, ESTers, you're more than welcome to join us and see if you can crack that one and get down there. But tonight, Philly, Anaheim, San Jose. Let's make this
plus
happen.
875 is where we got it to. So plus 875. You can find over there. Huss, we'll do our NFL picks tomorrow because I think we're doing the World Cup draw on Friday. I think Maddie's taking over for a special thing on Friday. So we'll do our NFL picks tomorrow, all right?
I will be locked, loaded, and ready to go for that.
All right, buddy. We'll see you then. There you go. That's Huss. Winnipeg Sports Talk coming up right away. So we've got 2 plays up right now. It's the early bird bet, Habs and Ducks on the money line, plus 291. And then Huss and I going Ducks, Sharks, Flyers, a couple of dogs in there. And basically the Ducks had to pick them. And it's plus 875. Yeah, that's a nice number right there. Maybe if you haven't used your $50 free bet today, that's when they can turn around quickly. EST Sports, if you haven't used it this month, not today, but if you still have it, EST Sports, deposit 50, get a $50 free bet. Couple of specials for you there. We'll be adding a few more throughout the day, obviously. DGen Den, the grandest of parlays will be popping in there. Jay's play of the day will be popping up as well. All right, we've got the oil stream on the way next, breaking down a tight 1-0 loss to the Minnesota Wild last night with myself and Tom Gazzolo for Boston Pizza. But that'll do it for the Lock Shop today. Brought to you, as is all of Edmonton Sports Talk, by our great partners over at Play Alberta. Download the Play Alberta app today. Thank you very much for joining us. Best of luck if you're riding with us tonight, and I will talk to you tomorrow.